Welcome to Traveler's Tales. I am your host, Greg Alonzo. Today I will be your guide through history as we take a look at your questions and comments from part 1 of the Hesperides, the Nymphs of Sunsets. Before we begin, just a quick reminder that we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. Moving right along, mythology tells us one thing, while archaeology tells us another. The first question of the day comes from Deanna. She wants to know who actually stole the golden apples, Heracles or Atlas. Deanna, according to the 11th labor of Heracles, King Eurystheus gave Heracles the task of stealing the golden apples. However, the ever-clever Heracles realized that it would be easier for Atlas to enter the Garden of Hera because he was related to the Hesperides. Heracles then tricked the Titan into doing his bidding. Next we have a question from Seamus. He wants to know, why did Eurystheus want the golden apples? Seamus, good question. Eurystheus did not want Heracles to succeed. Since Hera had given the apples to Zeus as a wedding present, he thought that Hera would never permit Heracles to steal one of her most treasured prizes. Now we have a question from Manuela. She asks, what did the golden apples represent? Manuela, one school of thought is that the golden apples granted immortality. The power would be granted simply by eating the treasured fruit. Moving right along, our next question is from Javier. He asks, what kind of king was Eurystheus? Javier, his name translates as broad strength. He was the king of Tyrians, which was one of the 3 Mycenaean strongholds. Eurystheus was also the grandson of the hero Perseus. After the death of Heracles, Eurystheus remained bitter over the indignity the hero had brought upon him. He tried many times to kill Heracles' many children. However, it is generally believed that the son of Heracles, Helus, attacked the city and killed Eurystheus and his sons. Let's press on. Here's a good question from Theo. He wants to know, who were Atlas's parents and how is he related to the Hesperides? Theo, very good question. Atlas was the son of Aeptus and Clymene. Tradition has it that Atlas had many children, most of them were daughters. Among them were the Hesperides. Our next question is from Dahlia. She asked if our name from the Atlantic Ocean has anything to do with Atlas. Dahlia, yes it does. The name for the Atlantic Ocean is derived from the Sea of Atlas. Our next question is from Colin. He asks, who were the minstrel maidens? Colin, good question. It was Euripides who coined the name, the minstrel maidens, when referring to the Hesperides. This was due to their love of singing. Chester has an interesting question. He wants to know, what is a hamadryad? Chester, it was believed that a hamadryad was a mythological being that lived in the trees. A hamadryad was a particular type of dryad. The word dries signifies oak in Greek. In essence, these are nymphs of oak trees, or tree nymphs in general. One school of thought is that the Hesperides were in actuality tree nymphs. We still have time for a couple more questions. This one is from Albert. He asks, didn't Jason and the Argonauts also meet up with the Hesperides? Yes, Albert, they did. While crossing the Hesperian plain, the Argonauts asked the Hesperides to guide them to fresh water. The Hesperides were more than willing to oblige the heroes and directed them to a spring near Lake Triton. Our last question for today is from Gina. She asks, what authors of antiquity place Hera's garden in or near the city of Tartessos? Gina, both the poet Stesichorus and the geographer Strabo believe that Tartessos was the location of the fabled garden. This brings us to the end of part 2 of the Hesperides, the Nymphs of Sunset. Thank you for once again joining us for this edition of Traveler's Tales. Just as a reminder, we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. For your convenience, we have also posted our email address and Instagram information. We enjoy hearing from our subscribers. Don't hesitate to contact us with any questions or comments you may have. If you haven't subscribed to Traveler's Tales, please do. This really is the best way to help our channel grow. Traveler's Tales will return with the Roman Feast of Saturnalia. Until we meet again at the crossroads of folklore and fact, Cartistos.